Welcome to this week's vlog. I'm sure that many of you have seen the comments by President Donald Trump in the interview with Sir Keir Starmer on Monday, really shining a light on everything that's wrong with the inheritance tax proposals, the way that they've taken a different path in the United States to try and protect their farmers. And I just hope that the Prime Minister is willing to concede that they've got this wrong, that there must be a better way, and to come to the table and have some meaningful conversation about the solutions that the industry have provided. We've put this out across all of our social channels and they've had over 5 million interactions over the course of the week. It continues to put the pressure on, and I just hope the government are recognising that this issue will not go away. On Monday, we also hosted a water summit up at Rachel Hallos' farm. This brought together stakeholders from across the industry, Secretary of State Steve Reed, and the Chairman of the Environment Agency, Alan Lovell. Alan's comments on farming today were very interesting. He supports our proposals for permitted development rights to enable reservoirs to be built on farm, and he also thinks we should look at the tax system as to how we can create the opportunities to invest in that infrastructure and make sure that capital allowances can be properly utilised for the building of reservoirs. I'm now going to hand over to Rachel for more detail.
This week we held a water summit at my family farm, Beeston Hall. And ever since I've been in this role, I've talked about flooding. We've now moved to a lack of water. And every single conversation I have, whether it's food supply chain, with government, with farmers, with NGOs, we talk about water quality too. So I thought it was time that we actually got the right people in the room to talk about what the future looks like. It's been amazing. We've had everybody here from processors, retailers, the Environment Agency, DEFRA, and the Secretary of State, Steve Reed. We've had some really honest conversations about what the future looks like. It's imperative that all farmers have access to clean water. We need it for the food security of this country. We'll be pulling everything together. We'll be all the comments, all the policy decisions or conversations that we've been having today, we're pulling all that together and it'll be going on to NFU online. So please take a look, see what this means, and the conversation does not stop here. This is only the beginning.
Unfortunately, this week we've seen further disease outbreaks. Avian influenza is something that during the summer months the pressure normally goes away. Unfortunately, not so this year, and we've seen 5 outbreaks in the past week. Now, not all of these will be linked to biosecurity, but I would urge that all of you that have poultry on farm do everything you can to maintain the maximum biosecurity to try and stop this awful disease. I'm sure that many of you have also seen the comments from Jeremy Clarkson about the TB breakdown at Diddley Squat. Now, clearly this brings a real attention to TB. We continue to prioritise this policy area. We're losing far too many animals to this insidious disease. Over 20,000 animals in England, nearly 35,000 animals between England and Wales. And we really must have a comprehensive TB eradication strategy that can get on top of this awful disease. Finally, we've said that we want to bring the NFU to you, our members, to make it easier to engage. And we're setting up an NFU WhatsApp channel. You will get a text message asking you to sign up to enable messages to come through to you. And I would urge all of you to do that so that when there is breaking news, we can make sure it comes to your phone as quickly as possible. Thank you very much for listening.